Do you find yourself constantly losing fights against players that you know you should be beating and that are way worse than you? Or you're unable to transfer your creative skill into in-game fights? Or do you just struggle to end fights quickly and you're always getting third-partied, or even just winning a fight with no shield left over afterwards? Well, then this video is going to be perfect for you. This is from a one-to-one coaching session that I did with somebody who was struggling with all of these aspects of their game. And these 8 mistakes are things that you guys are guaranteed to be making, at least a few of them, and that are massively holding back your potential as a player. I'm going to show you guys how you can identify these mistakes, fix them in your gameplay, as well as exactly how to get better and overcome them.
No. Oh.
Hitbox peak. You're just using your pickaxe too much, I'm not gonna lie. You should never really... I watched a whole Marius 29 kill win or whatever, and he used his pickaxe like 3 times in 29 kills, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, you know how crazy that, like 3 times in a whole game when he's dropping 29 kills. You're in that fight a second ago, on a single wall, use your pickaxe like 4 times, I'm pretty sure. So always remember, especially now we've got spaz in it, it's like crazy damage, because it's like, you know, if it's a fresh wall, you can literally spaz, tap, and take it, you know? Even a brick, spaz, tap, like that. But always remember that. So you always want to try to offset your breaking timing of a wall. So let's say I've got a fresh built wall. You don't just want to run up to it and do that, because the timing of a wall like that. Try to pre-fire me quickly when I break the wall. Just try pre-firing. See how easy that is? And then again.
Yeah. Oh.
Again. Yeah. Easiest thing in the world, and that's what I did to you one of those fights earlier. But now, try to pre-fire me. I'll try to...
Yeah, okay.
You see, like, it's so much harder to predict that. Same with, let's say I'm coming on from some like weird angle and I'm like dropping down like this. You see, you were trying to wait for the timing of me not breaking it, right? Build it again. Same if I'm trying to do, let's say I do, actually no, I feel like you should just never really pickaxe. Like pickaxing is just so risky, because with a pickaxe, I can't swing my pickaxe from back here. I've got to be this close to the wall, and then look how many edits you can do that will kill me here, right? So you should just never really pickaxe. Even like this, I can't pickaxe from back here, right? I can only pickaxe halfway forward on the box, which I think is really bad. So you always want to try using pump in combination with an AR. And normally you don't want to pump replace the wall unless you're trying to piece them, because then you've got pump delay, right? Like your pump's like locked or whatever. So let's say on this wall, I want to like pump, and then as my delay of my shotgun is going down, I'll take it with my AR. So I'll take it in 3 bullets. Yeah. Same if it's like a metal wall, pump, 1, 2, 3, like that. I'll take it. And remember, it's 3 bullets to break a wall. How many bullets does your gun got? Like 30 every single time, right at the moment. Yeah. Even in some metas, you might have more. So, alright, let's do some build fights again. Nice. Nice. I'll box up. Don't pickaxe. Don't. You just did.
Oh yeah.
You just do not pickaxe. There. To be honest, I didn't expect you to pickaxe, because I just spent like 5 minutes explaining it. But like, I feel like you just should never pickaxe, because the timing. Like, try that again. Like, I can literally just go. I can sit behind this. Even if you try pickaxing now, I can just sit behind this. And if you do pickaxe, like, can you shoot me like easily there or not?
I can just see you.
Like, you can see me barely, but I can see. I can shoot you. Like, I can kill you right from this peak. So you got to be very. Same with the window peak. Like there, you can like barely kind of see me. Like it's like just the edge of me. I mean, you see me a bit. It's a hard shot to hit though, but I can see your full body and headshot you for like 180 easily. You know. And that's literally the easiest peak. I just do that. Even if you break the wall as I do it and then you edit, I've still got like a really good peak on you. Same with like a close window. Like, these like side windows are really strong like that. Yeah. Like, I can max headshot you here, and it's like very. You can like see my arm and like a bit of my chest. Yeah. That's like warm up my ass off before, you know. One thing you don't do enough, I think, is like sprinting. What's your sprint bind, just quickly?
It's shift.
Can you like press that easily as you like build and move, or what? You should be able to. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times you get caught like in a transition, and if like let's say just quickly like you're below me there. I don't just want to like, you know, walk around the corner and shoot you. I want to like quickly sprint and then have like movement acceleration as I peak. You know about like peak's advantage, right? Like having acceleration. And I think you don't do that enough where you sprint. Obviously, sprinting isn't like, you know, you don't like sprint into a peak like that. But there's a lot of times where you want to sprint as you move around and as you're building up, because you seem like, I don't know, you're a bit slow. Like your mechanics are fine. There's nothing wrong with mechanics. It's just like you're a little bit just slow how you're moving around and how you're like at the end there as well. I literally killed you because you were like, I can't remember the situation, but like you were like on a peak like this or something, and I just sprinted around the corner and just got a free shot on you while you were just like walking around slowly. And the issue in the in-game fight as well, if you're trying to like, let's say somebody's boxing up at me and you're like coming onto the wall, if you just look how long it takes me to get to the wall if I just walk normally, right? Compared to if I sprint and then jump, I can like pump, break the wall, and then piece straight after. And my timing is way better. Let's do a couple more. Try to, I don't know, it's a bit hard to practice sprinting in a fight, but you need to like, you know, you need to have it there, because you're getting caught like there, like you're not sprinting out the box for some reason. Practice sprinting and then editing. So let's say your piece, like practice like sprinting into an edit. So sprint and then edit out. Sprint and then edit out. So let's say I get this wall here. You need to practice being able to sprint out. Like you press sprint and then you get out, because it's way harder for you to get pumped. And also when you sprint just quickly, especially if you have like a movement on, you sprint and then like your character is so much harder to hit, which is an important thing. Like you don't always want to be sprinting around in a fight, but like here, let's say you take that wall quickly. I want to like sprint out straight away, because then if you, let's say you take it, you know, I can sprint, and then even though I'm sprinting into the wall for a second like that, I still have the movement acceleration to get out, and it's harder for you to. But if I just like walk out like that, I look like such a drone, you know? It's very easy to get around. All right, there's a couple mechanics you're kind of bad at. First one is what you did right there. Have you watched the jiggle peeking video? Probably not.
I watched it.
There, that would have been the perfect situation to do it. Like you have the wall, just swing fully and then swing back in. Instead, you did this. You like were here, and then you like actually covered, and then you stood there as you like. A big mistake a lot of people make is they try to use their movement to finish an edit, right? So I'll be like halfway through an edit, and then I'll like move to make it easier, or like I won't have the crosshair placement there, and then I'll move into the edit to like finish it. Does that make sense? So you actually did it, like you were doing the edit fairly well, and then you like moved closer to me to confirm it. And then do you play edit release or
off?
Off. Okay, yeah. So it should be easy for you. One thing I did there that I feel like you don't do too much is exit control. You know about exit control, right? So in that situation, it was my back walls and everything, and then only this brick wall here was yours. Like everything else was mine. So I'm not even gonna, in that situation, I'm not even gonna try and fight you. Like, oh, edit on this. It makes no sense for me to edit this wall. Why is that?
Because you can just
just get out, right? Yeah, you can just get out. And also, if you have the side wall, it is better for me to let you get out, because then look, I've got a right and peak. I've got a right and peak key. It was like that type of situation. I already have a right and peak on you, so it's way better for me. From my perspective in here, I can't even see you, and you can max me probably. Right, like as I come out, you see? Can you hit me?
I can see.
I can't even. I literally can't even see you, but you're completely invisible. In a lot of situations, you need to think about how your opponent can get out, rather than, you know, where they can actually like the wall. I think you're too like focused on the one bit of piece, rather than, you know, thinking how can they escape. And then all I did that fight, by the way, I literally just did that, and I knew you won't be able to place the wall, because this wall, when I come out the box, it's like, it's a little bit awkward for me to like look quickly and place it. Do you know what I mean? Like people, because most people are right-handed, so they like build like that, and then they place this wall last, if that makes sense. So they place the right wall last. So when you right and peek somebody, that's why it's strong, because they can't place that wall quick enough. So I didn't even place that wall there. It was actually open. I just coned you, and then I shot you. Which is another thing I think you do this a lot, where you're focused on piece rather than damage. So in this situation, this exact situation here, what should you do first when I go out the box? So I edit out, what should you do first?
Shoot, right?
Shoot and then piece, and then shoot again when your pump's got no delay. And for the second shot, you don't even need to do a good edit. You can do a 50-50 edit. I mean, you shouldn't, but you can. So let's say exact same situation, you're fighting me, you take the wall. I'm going to edit out. What do? Pump,
shoot,
piece, and then shoot. I'll do it again. So I edit out. I'm like, oh, building my box. Pump, piece, kill. Yeah, I didn't even see you there. Nice. Think about the exits. You've accidentally let me full piece you, and I could have killed you there. But you've let me full piece you from 2 boxes because you didn't think about my exits when I was here. Just quickly. But here, I was in this box. I was like between these 2 boxes, right? And all you needed to do to stop me escaping is as you get on my wall, so like you're on this wall, this brick wall here, all you needed to do is build and then break. And also one thing you can do quickly is as you're breaking the wall, so let's say you're breaking this wall, like you did like you replaced it with your AR, right? You break it like that. And then as you break it, practice like spamming walls. So it's as you get on my wall, or even from above, as you break it, just spam all those walls. And then look, now I can't piece you from here. You've got the top. If I exit out the top, you've got the wall on me as well. That's the first one you place. You don't place these first. You place all these. And then now I'm like, oh, he's got my wall. Let me double let it out. And look, I double let it out. And you've got a free kill from where you were.
Yeah.
Even if you were like there, you got a free kill, right?
Yeah.
Stare at me. You break my wall.
Oh, sorry.
Don't pickaxe though. Try not pickaxing. Because if you pickaxe, I like know what you're gonna do. I'm like, oh, you take my wall, maybe. And then now, when I go out, I'm stuck, and you get a free kill. Yeah, it's also a big thing in fights. It's like trying not to give up high ground. Obviously, height isn't as good as like, you know, back when everyone was really good. But like, you know, in a solo cash sculpt, when you hit somebody like 100 and whatever, you like beam somebody, and then you approach their wall. Let's say you approach me here. The one thing that's going to get you third pied and just losing fights is as you approach my wall, as you approach it, if I just like spam up and like spam builds like this, it's so hard for you to get to me before I can pop peels, like a fish or like minis. And then by that time, I'm going to just immediately go down and I'm going to go back in all this space that I've got. And then now it's even harder for you to track me. I've got loads of piece around and the fight just takes ages and you get third partied. And now you're in a bad spot as well because I'm being like awkward and I'm playing through old builds and I'm going up. That's how, let's say I go up again quickly. If you get on my wall from below or even from the same layer, right, that's kind of bad. Like that, what you're doing now is bad because I can just do that and, you know, hit a shot on you. Or I can do just a window peek. Like you don't want to be on the same layer as somebody normally in a fight. You want to always maintain height, and then now as you pressure me, you want to stop me from just sprinting out and doing anything, you know, because then you're the one in control. Like height is so important in fights because you're the one in control. Which is why a bad player always wants to just crank up 9, like, you know, a bad player that just does this and then just starts infinite 9s, you know. It's really annoying. Yeah, you see what I did there? See how I didn't swing my pickaxe? I didn't swing my pickaxe, right? I just held it out because I knew you were going to edit. Like, you just look like you want to edit. Also, one thing you do a lot is you like hold an... I know it's because you edit release off, right? Like you play double click, whatever. You like hold an edit for way too long and it makes it super obvious that you're going to edit, right? Like you see how obvious it is when I'm like that I'm doing an edit when I just do that compared to if you just quickly do that. You just quickly, you know, quickly do like a window and just shoot. So I don't know. It's like you just got to be careful with it because in that situation, I was like, oh, he's got the wall and we're both low. He's going to edit. So I just did this and I swapped back and I was able to get a shot off. If you did, you know, an edit reset there, that might have been good. I know you do that a lot, but like I feel like you do edit resets in the wrong situations. Yeah. Like you kind of should like pointless edit resets, you know?
Do you think it's worth it to switch to edit on release or?
Nah, I wouldn't switch. I think switching is only good if you're like bad mechanics, which you're not, you know?
Yeah.
So here, I'm not even gonna... You see how I didn't fight you there when you were in those boxes, right? Instead, all I did was let you do your own thing. Like letting somebody do their own thing and react is oftentimes better than, you know, doing the craziest play of all time, right? Yeah. Because if you watch them react, you can predict what they're gonna do and you can, you know, counter it. So all I did there was instead of getting on your wall and trying to play at 100 miles per hour, I just let you do your own thing, and now you're like just wobbling around and, you know, you're in all picks, right? Same thing with the second go. Like, I could have hopped on your wall straight away, but like I didn't even hit you. So why would I get on your wall when I haven't even hit you? I'll just let you leave the box, let you run into a piece control, and then, you know, I have an easy time of winning the fight now because you're going to insta edit and I can just pre-fire you, right? Yeah. You see my movement there as well? I got behind the peak. I knew you were going to do a top right hand peak because of where I was standing. Like I was standing. It's like a good situation to do a top right hand peak for you, right? Yeah. Like I knew you wanted to do it because it's a good peak. Like it makes sense. Because here, if I do a window, I'm just exposed where you were exposed, right? I knew you were going to do that, and I thought instead of smacking on your wall, instead of shooting your wall, I'm going to let him do the edit. Like it's like a 90% chance you do that. And then all I did was I moved over here. It's so hard to peek somebody when they're here, right? And also the wall was like just edited, so you shot your own wall, and then I was able to just pre-fire you straight after, you know? Yeah. Well, I think think one thing you do is you're too like up close on a wall with me. You keep doing it where you're like trying to break a wall, and for some reason you're trying to replace. Look how far away you can place the wall. Like, I can literally be back like here or here, and I can still be holding this wall. And for some reason, every time you're trying to replace my wall, you're like here. You know? What the issue with being, you know, back here compared to here is suddenly the opponent has a way easier time of doing right and peek on you. Let's say I do that and I'm standing here, I can just kill you. You know, like I just hit a 180 or something easily. Compared to, let's say I'm way back here. Let's say my opponent does do a right and peek. Suddenly, let's say you're further enough back now that you can react. Like you can place a build, or you can maybe break the wall in time or something like that. Like you can react with something if I right and peek. But when you're like this close, try reacting when you're this close. Go really close to the wall. Like you can't really react to what I'm doing. Same thing if I do this. Like if I do this and just peek, there's nothing you can do to block yourself. And the biggest part of in-game fighting, like in actual solo cash cups, it's not actually about, you know, all these other like mechanics and peaks. It's like just about not dying. And you put yourself in a lot of situations where there's a high chance of you dying, right? And the highest chance of dying is when your pickaxe is out and you're this close to a wall, right? And the reason for that is because they can do any edit, they can do any peek, and you're gonna hit 100 every single time. Try not pickaxing as much. I think would be really good for you, and just thinking about how your opponent can escape, how they can react, like what edit they can do, and then how you want to counter that, right? It does take a bit of practice, but if you're playing a lot of reload, you can literally just queue up whatever reload on the map or whatever, and every single fight, because you fight, you know, in reload, like you fight loads of bad players and like some decent players, some good players, you know, like you fight a big mix of players. Just slow down at the start of every single fight and think, like genuinely think, what are they doing? What are they going to do every single time? And I guarantee you, you'll end fights without taking a single bit of damage. You get like 10 kills in a row without taking a single pump on you. It's so good. So I bet you now when you play reload, you're just like running around trying to clip people and take loads of damage, right? So it's really good.
I feel like when I fight people, I have bad wall setup as well.
Bad what?
I do bad wall setups, like
yeah, I think a lot of it is how close to wall. Like this looks like a good setup, and it obviously like is, but like it's better to just be up here. Like why would you not just be upper layer, right? Because then now if I do, let's say I'm in this box and I'm like, I'll do the exact same peek. You can like you can headshot me, no? Just literally stand anywhere there. You can just kill me. Like there's even if I'm way back here, you can still kill me from up there. Like even if I'm in the farthest corner of the box, even if I do that and I crouch, you can kill me. Even if I do some like stupid peek like that, you can still kill me. Like it's just the best spot to be. And also, if you're breaking the wall from up there and I try to do this, look how easy of a kill that is. You just block me and you just pump me. You pump and then piece, right? Pump and then piece, and then I'm like just stuck here and it's your wall. Super easy. A lot of things with setups, it's like you don't actually need to set up on the box unless they're like actively trying to heal, right? Like actively popping a mini. Even then, if I'm popping a mini over here, just quickly, you just spray my wall and I have to stop popping the mini. And then you spray my wall and then suddenly I'm reacting and then I'm out, right? But you look where you should be up, right? You should be up a layer.
Oh my
right?
God.
That makes sense? So again, I'm like, oh my, I'm low. I'm gonna try popping minis. You just spray my wall as I'm popping them, and then suddenly my reaction is to make space out this way, and then all you need to do is grab doubles and you spray through the weak wall, right? You don't even need to replace the wall as well. One big mistake people make is replacing walls that don't need to be replaced, right? Like let's say I've made a 2x1 through here. You don't actually need to replace that wall over this way, because I can't really hold it from back here, right? Like in this situation, I can't hold that wall really. There's something just like weird peak. Let's say I'm trying to heal. You just need to spray through this wall here, like spray through it. And then now this wall's low HP and I'm healing and you get a free kill, right? You see? Free kill. I can't even like, I can shoot with like the feet there for like 50, but that's it. Just try thinking whenever you're playing. I know it sounds down, but like literally just think, how are they going to make space? How are they going to react? How are they going to peek? And you'll be 10 times better at fighting when it comes to in game.